Just before 1 o'clock this morning, Prince George's County Police got a call for a shooting in the 8700 block of 36th Avenue here in College Park. When police officers got to the scene, they discovered 3 people had been shot. Our investigation reveals that the suspect, who lived inside the home, had set several small fires in and around the house, both inside, in the basement, and in the backyard. One of his roommates woke up to the flames and alerted a second roommate, and those 2 students went downstairs to find out what was happening and to talk to the suspect. The 3 of them agreed that they would try to put out these fires. They walked back inside the home, or they walked toward the home to go get some water to put out these fires. As they did, one of the students noticed the suspect reaching into his waistband for a gun. That student then began to run away from the home. As he did, he heard gunshots and then very quickly realized he had been hit. He continued to run towards a neighbor's home for help. The other student collapsed outside in front of the home after being hit several times by gunfire. The suspect then walked into the backyard of the home and turned the gun on himself. Detectives discovered a 9mm handgun next to the gunman's body. They also discovered a bag of weapons, to include a baseball bat, a machete, a fully loaded semi-automatic handgun, and ammunition.
This is, of course, an issue that is currently being debated nationwide, but for today, I would like to focus on our mourning and our thoughts for the victims, and tomorrow may be the day to talk about broader issues of national public policy.
That shooter has been identified as 23-year-old Davon Maurice Green of the 36th Avenue here in College Park. He was a graduate student at the University of Maryland. The victim, who collapsed outside the home, was later pronounced dead at the hospital. He has been identified as 22-year-old Stephen Alex Rain of Silver Spring, Maryland.
It's terribly tragic all the way around. Not only the loss of Mr. Green, but Mr. Rain, and of course the other victim who's recovering at Prince George's Shock Trauma.
After speaking with Green's family, detectives learned that the shooter had been suffering from a mental illness. Homicide detectives with the Prince George's County Police Department are working with the ATF to determine precisely when and how the shooter's guns were purchased.
Given that he lawfully purchased the 9mm handgun that he used and that it's registered to him, that means he had to have passed a background check here in Maryland. So based on that, I would say there must not have been a prohibitor that was found by the Maryland State Police at the time. Now, of course, there are folks who get treated for mental illness and for other issues that we don't know about. And there is no record of that because of confidentiality and doctor-patient confidentiality. So whether or not that is an aspect of this, we don't know.